So in this online tutorial, I'm actually going to show you guys how you can actually make a meme coin on Pump.fun. And this tutorial is for educational purposes only. This is because I want to show you guys how you can actually make tokens that do well and get to $1 million or even, hundreds of millions of dollars market cap, how you want to organize everything. And the reason I'm making this tutorial is because I want to actually show you guys that this is something that you should be doing if you're in a space where the coin hasn't been created yet. And many times there's going to be cases where there might be an idea, there might be some kind of meme, and you're going to want to basically make a coin before anyone else does. And this way of creating a coin is the foolproof method to actually making sure your coin does well. So basically, of course, let's get into this. You can see right here, we're on Pump.fun. So of course, just click start new coin. Now, of course, before you even, start new coin, all that stuff, you want to make sure you connect a wallet. So click connect wallet. It's going to pop up with Phantom. Just click Phantom. You can see here that this wallet is done. Now, of course, I can just click close. Now, I do want to say to you guys as well that if you are making a coin on Pump.fun, do make sure that when you create a coin, you create it with a wallet that you do want, because sometimes what can happen is people can track your wallets. Like if your token manages to do well, some people will choose to track your wallet. I'm not sure if that's something you do want. So of course, if you want in Phantom, make sure you quickly go ahead and create a new wallet. So for example, you can just click create new account. You can create a new multi-chain account, and that's going to be something completely new. Now, of course, with that being said, whatever wallet you do have, you do want to make sure you do have some Solana in there, even if it is really small. You can see this is one that I called the deployer. It has around 7.72 Solana in there in terms of USD, and that's going to be, kind of the minimum amount you do need if you want to start making a coin. So you're going to I probably will need around $10. I think this value's gone down a little bit because Solana went down. Probably add a little bit more into there, but you're going to need to make sure you got around at least $10 to $15 to create a token. So now when you're creating a token, I think one of the most important things you can do is actually input the right details. So I'm going to show you guys live how how I found a token that nobody has absolutely made yet. So one of the things I came across like a few weeks ago, and I was supposed to record this video a few weeks ago, but something happened. I had to go to hospital, yada, yada, yada. The video's here now. But basically there was a fish that was super, super lonely. And this is basically where you want to have a new, unique original narratives. I know a lot of people do create random tokens for fun, maybe like funny monkey coin or whatever. But I do think what you should be aiming to do is aiming to create tokens about events that have actually happened. And of course, tokens about things that most people haven't even found yet. So essentially, the reason I'm doing this now is to show you guys what happens when this does occur. So you can see right here that there was this lonely Japanese fish. You can see that this was something that was, in a lot of news articles as well. And of course, we know that animals are something that is, widely trending. So this is something that we could create about. And you have to remember that, if you're a developer of this coin, it's going to be really easy for you to make money because you're essentially the first person buying. That doesn't mean you're rugging. It just means you're the first person buying. So you can see right here, we've got the article. Now, of course, we want to make sure that we do have this, article link right here. So I'm just going to, just keep this article link because this is exactly what we're going to need. So of course, as well, you do want to make sure that you do search at the time, because of course, if someone has already got to the coin before you, that's of course not going to be a good thing. Now, it seems like, as I've created this, someone has already created this one. So what I will do is I will do some quick research to find a token that I could create. You can see someone has already created about, this lonely sunfish. So of course, I didn't get to this immediately. But of course, I'm going to get to one right now. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I would do that. So you can see right here, this is a new story that I literally just found right here. So you can see right here, it says escaped spider monkey turns up on sideway wearing its pink tutu suit. So with this one, this is a funky monkey. This is actually a pretty unique story. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just save this image. This is going to be basically something I'm going to create. And even if there is a token, I'm still going to go ahead and create this token so that you guys can understand. So this was 36 minutes ago, last month. So that news article kind of screwed me over. But I did actually find something from today. And this is apparently the Poppy Bowl for 2025. So if you're in America, you know what I'm talking about. And the reason that I'm going through this process is to show you guys that when you create a meme coin, you always want to make sure you have a good narrative, because you're going to be spending Solana to create the token. So you don't just want to waste that. So with this Poppy Bowl, there's essentially 125 dogs. I don't know which dog has been the most talked about, but I'm going to go ahead and grab a cute one right here. I think I did see one that was like, somewhat kind of strange. I presume that whichever dog wins the Poppy Bowl is probably going to be the most popular. So I'm going to grab the name Smoosh. Of course, I'm going to grab the picture. I'm going to save this. And then now we can actually get to creating the coin. So for the ticker right here, I'm just going to put Smoosh. And then of course, for the description, I'm going to actually add some details from the stuff. Of course, if you do want to upload an image, you can upload an image. Just click select file and just upload it. So you can see right there, I've got the Smoosh. Then of course, for the description, I'm just going to add some very, very basic stuff. I'm just going to put one of the most adorable puppies that will win the Poppy Bowl. And honestly, I do think that maybe the Poppy Bowl has already probably passed. I'm not sure. I'm in the UK. I don't actually watch this, but this video is just for educational purposes anyways. Then of course, for the name, you can see right here, I've put Smoosh. And of course, I could put, Smoosh Puppy Bowl Dog. So for here, I could actually put like I could put Smoosh Puppy Bowl Dog right here. So this is where you want to put, a longer name. You could put the Smoosh Puppy Bowl Dog. This is where you want to put the ticker, much smaller name. For the description, this is where people will read, and they'll read exactly what's going on. Now the most important bit here is of course the Telegram link. So these links right here are really important because this is make or break for your project. So I would say that you want to make sure that you have a really good link. You only need one link to make a project do well. A lot of people think you need a Telegram, you need a website, you need Twitter. You actually don't. You just need a really good one linker. So it's one website, it's one Twitter account. And I would say decide between a website or a Twitter account. Usually Twitter does do best because you can easily make an account. You can easily make a banner. That's something that I personally would do. Or you can just find a really good tweet to link to. And as long as the narrative is good enough, it does work. I know that might sound pretty crazy, but a lot of the times narratives, if they're good enough, they will work regardless. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the website link right here. So you can see right here, I've done this variety gallery puppy bowl, dog's name Smoosh. Now for the Twitter, I don't think there is, a Twitter, but I will double check. And then you can see right here, Swoosh won my heart. So my vote is Smoosh for MVP. And then you can see right here, some people are talking about this. There probably has already, been a token created for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this tweet. I am just going to get this link. I'm not sure how I get this link. Just click share. Just going to click copy link. And then now I'm going to add this link right here. So now you can see right here, I've put the Twitter link. I've put the website link. And you can see that this is a real original trend. So now all I need to do is I need to click create the coin. And then I'm going to show you guys some other things to do as well. So for Solana right here, you can just put 0.01. You can see right here, it's going to give me some Smoosh. And I just bought the minimum amount that you can buy. So now I'm going to go ahead and click create coin. And you're going to see it's going to take me a couple of seconds. Just make sure that you confirm this with your Solana wallet so that you can actually buy this. So you can see right here, I haven't bought any. I haven't really basically bought, anything. And then just wait 2 seconds or so. And then eventually it should pop up. Hasn't popped up just yet, but I'm guessing it probably was created if I click view profile. So yeah, you can see right there, 14 seconds ago, I've now created this coin on Pump.fun. And you can see this is a coin that does work. Now you can see right here, currently nobody has bought this coin. I'm not sure if, people maybe have bought this coin. It does seem like maybe some buys have come in. If I go on the trades, you can see that, there's not been much buys. Of course, what I like to do with these coins is I like to grab the contract address, just hit this link down here. This is bottom one down here. Then head over to NeoBLX, and then you want to just check the coin. So right here, you can see exactly how well the coin is doing, the amount of people that have bought. So you can see right here on the holders, you can see, everyone that bought 5 seconds ago, 3 seconds ago. You can see the history of this. So right here, you can see exactly what happened on this token. You can see that, of course, the dev, that was me. I created this coin. You can see right here that I just bought $1 of this. And then you can see someone else bought $3. Someone bought $1. You can see someone also bought $47. Then they immediately sold it. Someone else also bought $1. Then they immediately sold it. And someone else who also bought $3, they immediately sold that as well. So overall, this was basically just showing you guys how snipers work. Oftentimes when you create a coin, there's going to be a lot of people who are just buying and selling this coin immediately because they just want to immediately basically, buy every single coin that is out, and they basically just want to ride it up as quickly as possible. They have large automated accounts, but this is something that shows you guys how you can quickly launch your own token with a good project that actually makes sense. So for me, this is how I launch tokens when I do find something. If I do search Smoosh, there probably is something there already. But the reason I created this video was to show you guys that when you're creating your tokens, this is how you want to do. Now, another thing that you want to do that's really important as well when you're making your tokens, and if you're going to do a token before you announce it, this is what you want to do. Grab the contract address. Then, of course, go over to Deck Screener, then paste it in. And then basically you need to go over here, Smoosh Puppy Bowl Dog. Then basically what you ideally want to do is you basically want to make sure that you actually pay DEX for this chart. The reason you want to make sure that you pay DEX is because if you pay DEX, you can